And we are recording. Welcome to Geno's Picks. Look, I'll prove I'm on Geno's Picks when I take this off. All right, hide. Hey! Hi, and welcome to a very tardy Geno's Picks from a very chic Kiki Lou Studios. Keanu, where do you hear this joke? And what better place than this infamous studio? Because as any longtime fan of these picks will tell you, that anyone that follows these picks knows they're nothing more than a few shots in the dark. And speaking of that incident and the people involved, you are in the black. Minorities, because they're colored. If you've been on board with Daddy the past 6 weeks, as he has set an unprecedented pace, going 21-3 against the spread the past 6 weeks for an 88% against the spread mark, including my third perfect 4-0 week last week and my third one in the past 6, raising my overall record to 33-19 against the spread. Keanu, that's much like the guy that got shot outside the studio because it's a staggering number. The colored guy shot him in the leg. I think they were what? Just, you didn't stutter because they were white. All right, we're getting off topic. Anyway, Daddy is 63% against the spread. And as me and producer Joe will tell you, that takes me back to year one numbers, which is why I'm also so upset that I wasn't able to get this one to Joe for editing, as I can't do I picked 4 games and I picked 4 winners. In any case, Daddy will be back in the studio next week and hopefully doing that for 4 straight picks again. In the meantime, this is the studio. I know. I'll be back in my studio. This is the studio. Did you get all the... She's throwing... In the meantime... In honor of this Christian time of year, watch this, Keanu. Let's just say Kevy Brenny's wife is a whore of Mary Magdalene proportions because it makes sense, because both of them are actually great women who people lie about because they didn't like their husbands. Yeah, wrap your brain around that as we get into week 14's picks. Show this thing again. Look at this. Keanu, did you get the jokes about the blacks? All right, here we go. My first pick. The Lions are giving 3. There I am. The Lions are giving 3 to the Bears in Detroit. Fun fact, despite my constant bitching, the Lions are giving 3 to the Bears in Chicago. Fun fact, despite my constant bitching about my head coach in LA, the hottest NFL coaching seat in the league actually belongs to Matt Eberflus, which I'm fairly certain is German for Eber, Ever, Flust, or Flustered. And you would be too if you knew that you're not even good at losing, considering my buddy Kiddo's Panthers are one of the Bears' 4 big W's this season. But they're bigger losers than the Bears because they have the number 1 overall pick, which goes to the fucking Bears. Yeah, because the fucking Panthers traded away a ton of draft capital to get Bryce fucking Young. Yeah, and that got real old real fast. In fact, keeping with the name joke, considering the Panthers sent Chicago their first 2 picks from this year's draft and next year's draft, well, one of them looks to be the first overall pick. So that Young deal isn't aging well. And that number 1 pick will most likely be used to replace QB bust Justin Fields of Chicago. Problem is, Fields will not only be playing for his life this Sunday, he'll be running for his fucking life too. Give me Detroit as the Lions are waxing nostalgic, looking for their first postseason game in 8 years. And more importantly, they won't be waxing gibbous. If you follow these picks in the Water Football Show, you get that. Take the goddamn Lions. Thank you, baby. The Lions, I got you. My next pick, people, the Texans are getting 3 and a hook from the Jets in New Jersey. Oh, my God. Great news for the Texans as they have found their starter of the future in QB C.J. Stroud. And even better news for them is the Jets have found themselves having to start present bust Zach Wilson again because apparently even he doesn't want to play. Now, of course, Wilson has since denied the fact that he was reluctant to play, yet whether you think the story is true or not, it has to be. Because never in the history of the NFL has a story leaked that a failing QB didn't want to go on the field and get hurt again, especially since no one is denying the story that Wilson told head coach Rob Saleh that he definitely wants to play. Save it, kid, because assuming the story is a lie, then you're going to be the only person in the stadium of Jets fans that wants you out there, because every time you step behind the Jets center, they'd be wishing you were standing in front of a jet engine. They want him to be sucked up and killed. Thank you, baby. That's all right. So expect the fucking Texans to run away with this one. Take the Texans and lay the 3 and a hook. God, I hate this fucking thing of yours.
Oh, no. What's wrong?
Nothing, baby. All right. All right. Sorry about that. This is the way it goes, people. Fuck you. My next pick, the fucking Eagles are getting 6 and a hook from the, the Eagles are getting 6 and a hook from the Eagles are getting 3.5 from Dallas in Big D. I may have gotten last week's Thursday Night Football game wrong on our in hot water football show, but there was something I liked about the game. Believe it or not, it was the first time the Cowboys played at AT&T Stadium and won by less than 20 points this season, as the Seahawks played a tough game the entire game and they lost by just 6. And in doing so, they ended the Cowboys' dominant streak that started when they beat the Jets 30-10 and ended when they beat the Commanders 45-10. Yeah, do you see those teams? Yeah, in between they beat the Patriots, the Rams, fucking the G-Men, and the Panthers. 5 of those games we just mentioned were against terrible QBs, and all 6 were against terrible QBs if you realize Matt Stafford got hurt in the game. Fucking the Cowboys blow up bad teams at home, and the Eagles ain't bad. But Geno, they just got blown up by the Niners. Yes, the most highly rated team in the NFL. Now Philly is facing the team voted best team mostly by high people. Okay? Which is why the Birds keep it close, if not fucking win. Take Philly and the 3.5 you're getting. All right, let's wrap it up. Which brings me to my double your money Monday night pick. The G-Men are getting 6.5 from the Packers in Jersey. People talk about a tale of two cities. Heading into week 14, the Jets and G-Men both sit at 4-8. But one of those two teams, as we said earlier, are going to be booing the number 2 overall pick in the draft just 2 years ago, while the other will be rooting their balls off for a guy that wasn't even on the team 2 months ago. I'm speaking the feel-good story that is Giants' Tommy DeVito, who not only gets more comfortable each week in an offense built around him, but has to be as confident as ever, coming off his second career win last week against a head coach he grew up watching win 6 Super Bowls. Jesus Christ. But Geno, a lot of people are talking like me in this video today. But Geno, Jordan Love is coming off 3 straight wins, including beating the Chiefs last week. Yep. And the only thing more inconsistent and overrated than the Chiefs is Jordan Love, who is as likely to miss a wide open receiver with a pass as a wide open Chiefs receiver is to miss a fucking pass. I see why so many Packer fans still like the kid, because just like their quarterback half the time, Love is blind. Give me Tommy D, who consistently is grateful every single snap as he lines up under center, unlike his New York City counterpart, Zach Wilson, who's still fucking angry that Aaron Rodgers' Achilles snapped and he has to fucking play. Tommy D for the win. Okay, for the cover. Give me fucking Tommy D, and those are Geno's picks. Late.
I was trying to give you a strobe light.
I wish I